Good evening. You're watching News Channel Nebraska this Tuesday, April 4th. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Peyton Thomas. Here's the top stories from around the state. A 16-year-old boy is headed to adult trial court in connection with a murder last month in Grand Island. We have the latest on this story, and a former state trooper was sentenced 40 to 56 years after being found guilty on 2 counts of attempted enticement and 4 counts of child pornography. Plus, all the latest headlines coming up next on News Channel Nebraska. But first, let's go over to the AccuWeather Center where Jeff Fox has your latest weather report. A former state trooper was sentenced 40 to 56 years after being found guilty on 2 counts of attempted enticement and 4 counts of child pornography. Monday, according to the Nebraska Attorney General's office, 25-year-old Brandon Dolezal was sentenced to 10 to 12 years for each count of incitement and 5 to 8 years for each count of child pornography. Dolezal faces a total sentence of 40 to 56 years in prison for the charges. Dolezal is also facing other charges in Douglas County, including 6 counts of first-degree sexual assault of a child. A pretrial hearing for the sexual assault case is scheduled for April 13th. When Governor Peyton rolled out what some would claim is a historic package of $3 billion of income and property tax cuts along with school reforms, Peyton said it was all possible because the state now has bushel baskets of cash. Much of that money, federal COVID release cash. Now, as lawmakers have moved the property tax bill forward and are debating a $1 billion education plan, which includes more money for special education, there is concern that Nebraska isn't planning for the future. State Senator Danielle Conrad wondering what happens when those federal dollars go away.
And when it comes to writing the check, ensuring that everything works out for the income tax package, the property tax package, the school funding package, and a host of other major initiatives with significant price tags, we have to be able to have clarity on what are existing state revenues and what are bolstered by those extraordinary, that extraordinary infusion of federal funds.
Other lawmakers also voiced concerns that despite potential changes to the state school funding system, some students, especially those in the inner city, will still be left behind. Students in Tennessee are demanding lawmakers protect them from school shootings, a week after a shooter took the lives of 3 children and 3 adults. That tragedy in Nashville has the governor expanding his proposed school safety bill. Amy Kiley reports, student protesters want it to go further with new restrictions on guns.
Amid visitations